But let's leave that story a moment and return to earth, to Little Rock, Arkansas, for the #2 story of the year, the integration story. The state of Arkansas defying the federal government. Arkansas National Guardsmen, under orders of Governor Faubus, challenging the law of the land, preventing 9 Negro youngsters from attending the Central High School in Little Rock. That's the crux of it. There were sidelights, like this ironic incident. President Eisenhower signing the Civil Rights Bill. It was Monday morning, September 9th, 10 past 8. Kids going to school all over the country as the president signs. And in Little Rock at 10 past 8, soldiers at the school. Then came the Eisenhower-Faubus meeting at Newport. They talked, shook hands, issued statements. But Faubus kept the guardsmen at the school, not to prevent integration, he said, but to prevent violence.
When I assure the President, as I have already done, that I expect to accept the decision of the court, I entertain the hope that the Department of Justice and the federal judiciary will act with understanding and patience in discharging their duties.
Finally, however, under court order, he withdrew the guardsmen and the Negroes entered the hitherto forbidden white school. A riot started and they quickly left. For 2 days, white crowds gathered at the school. They defied President Eisenhower's order to disperse. Confronted with what he called anarchy, the president ordered United States soldiers into Little Rock, an historic decision. It was the first time since Reconstruction days that the federal government used force to compel equal treatment of the Negro in the South. The regular Army troops, paratroops, took over promptly. They escorted the Negro children to and from school, gave them full protection from the threatening crowds. They were precise, efficient, tough, and they took no guff. The crowd found this out on the very first day. Some tested the troops, heaped abuse on them, didn't move when told. But these were regular Army men they were dealing with, veterans, many of them. The troops bared bayonets and advanced. Governor Faubus called it military occupation. It wasn't pleasant for anyone, not for the troops, not for the extremists, not for the students, not for the people of moderation who abhor force. Certainly not for most people of Little Rock, whose town had become a world trouble spot. President Eisenhower was determined to keep the troops there until
the satisfactory and unequivocal assurances that the orders of the federal court would not be obstructed and that peace and order would be maintained in connection therewith.
At year's end, the final chapter in the story of Little Rock was yet to be written.